So hello, hope you're doing good and welcome back to my channel. Today we are at day 14 of the April Daily Leetcode Challenge and we have a medium level question in front of us, right? So let's see what the question is. This is question 516, longest palindromic subsequence, right? So let me clearly give you the meaning of the word palindromic here and the meaning of the word subsequence here. Okay, only then you will understand the question. If you are a beginner, you may not be knowing these terms, right? So I will give you example of a palindrome. Palindrome means if you read the word from the receive, normally read the word from left to right, right? If you read the word from right to left, still it will the spelling will remain the same. For example, see this. See, it's NITIN, right? This is a word. If you read from left to right, also it will be the same. If you read from right to left, then also the spelling remains the same. So this is what we call palindromic. Okay. Now let us come to the definition of subsequences. They have given us a definition here. A subsequence is a sequence that can be derived from another sequence by deleting some or no elements without changing the order. So you can clearly see the order is important here, but some in like the elements, some of the elements we can omit. Okay, for example, see here, it's clearly given BBB triple B AB, right? So what we can do is we can remove A, it will become four B's. Okay, it will become four B's. Similarly, here you can see double B is a subsequence, right? In this case, double B is a palindrome as well. So because if you read double B from left or right, spelling will remain the same. Okay. So double B is a palindrome. At the same time, it is a subsequence. So it becomes a palindromic subsequence. So in this case, the maximum possible length of a palindromic subsequence is two. That's why the answer is two, right? And similarly, in this case, you can clearly see four B's. Okay, this is a subsequence. How it is formed? It is formed by removing A. Okay, you can clearly see this is the highest possible length of the subsequence. You can click palindrome as well. Okay, so it's the highest possible length of the subsequence. That's why answer is four. You cannot have a subsequence of length five here. Okay, so that was all. So what is the demand of the question? Is we are given a string as find the largest palindromic subsequence length in S. Okay, and this is the thing. Okay, let me tell you, this is not a very basic level question. There is no single algorithm for it. See, I will tell you now. There is a algorithm to find the longest subsequence between two strings, but there is no algorithm to find palindromic subsequence. Okay, please understand my word very carefully. This will be very important for you. See, if you are trying to learn from scratch, definitely these things are not going to be easy. If you're not listening to, if you're following so many videos, see, follow one video but learn in depth of it. Okay, so let me tell you very briefly here. There is an algorithm to find the longest subsequence between two strings. Okay, I'm given a string B. I can find the longest subsequence between them using one algorithm, which I'm going to use now. But the algorithm is not for finding a palindromic subsequence. What we can do is I told you the definition of palindrome. What is a palindrome? Palindrome means it will be the same if you read from left to right and right to left. Okay. So I will use that technique here. What I will do is I will find the longest common subsequence of S and the reverse of S. Please mark my words carefully. Find longest common subsequence of S and S reverse. Okay. See, as I told you, there is algorithm for this longest common subsequence, LCS. But there is no algorithm for palindromic ones. Okay. So for palindromic ones, what we'll do? See, there is algorithm for finding longest common subsequence of A and B string. Okay. String A and string B. So what I will do in place of string, I will take string S. In place of string B, I will take the reverse of S. The reverse of S will ensure that the longest common subsequence which you find is a palindromic one. Okay. Let us now quickly see what is the algorithm. So I'll come back to the code later. Once I will show you the algorithm. So this you can clearly see. I am going to take the first example. Okay, S equals to triple B AB and S reverse is equal to BA triple B. Okay, so what we'll do is see take S reverse along the column. Okay, along the number of rows. Okay, along the vertical axis and take the string S which is B triple B AB along the horizontal axis. Okay, you can clearly see its length is going to be 5. It's similarly the S reverse length is going to be 5, but we will take one extra, which is 6 cross 6 matrix. We will take. Okay, so this matrix which you're seeing here is a 6 cross 6 matrix, which the first row and the first column. Okay, the first row, this is the first row, and the first column. Okay, this is the first column. It will be initialized with all zeros. Okay, so this is the first column. It will be initialized with all zeros. Then we will do algorithm here, and based on the algorithm, we will fill the remaining entries. The yellow part which you are seeing here, we will fill them now. Okay. For your convenience, these letters also I have written. See, these letters will not be there. Okay. just for tracing it out, I've written it for your convenience. Okay, these are the ones for your convenience. I've written them. Okay, but but this is on my grid. Okay, this grid, whatever you're seeing here, is my grid. But what the leads which you're seeing here, we'll be filling them here. These letters are for your convenience. Okay, let us see what that happens. So see, whenever this and this matches, please remember. See, there are only two things which you have to remember. So if you can light it on somewhere, it will be really nice of you, right? See this and this. If they match, what you will do? See the this is the box, right, which is corresponding to both of them. See this and this. Okay, if you see, this is the box which corresponds to both of them, because in length it will be this, and horizontally it will be this. Okay, so this is the corresponding box which corresponds to both of them. What we'll do is, if this and this matches, come here, take its diagonal element and add one to it. For example, if B and B match, okay, if they are matching, I will come here, I will take 0, I will do +1 and it will become 1. Okay, come to its diagonal element, add 1 to it and write it here. Okay, and what if they don't match? For example, this and this do not match. So what I will do, so this is the corresponding element, right? What I will do is, I will take the max of this or this. Okay, see in the code, if when I give you, you can trace it out on your own. But this is how I'm teaching you graphically. If you understand this, it will be very easy for you. If they do not match, what you have to do? If they do not match, take one element before, take one element on its top, whichever has a max of it, you can take that. Okay. If they do match, what will happen? If and this match, what will happen? We are come to this element, go to its diagonal element, add one to it, and take it here. Okay. We will trace it now and see how it happens. So B and B matches. So I will take this element 0 and add one to it, it becomes 1. Okay. B and B again matches. What will happen? I will go to this element, add 1 to it, becomes 1. Okay. Similarly, B and B matches, this becomes 1. B and A do not match. Okay. B and A do not match. So this is my corresponding element. What I will do is, I will take max of this and this. So it becomes 1. So I will add 1 here. Okay. I mean, to again, this is B and this is B. Okay. So they are same. I will take this element, add 1 to it, it becomes 1. Coming to this element. Okay. A and B. See, B and A do not match. So what I will do, I will take the diagonal element, this one, add 1 to it, becomes 1. Okay. Now, similarly, A will not match with this. What will do? See, this element, A and B are not matching. What I will do, I'll take the max of this and this. It becomes 1. Okay. Similarly, here, A and B are not matching. What I will do, I will take the max of this and this. It becomes 1 here, right? Similarly, A and A in this case will match. What I will do, take the diagonal element, add 1 to it, becomes 2. A and B again, they are not matching. I will do, it will take max of this and this. Okay. It becomes 2. Like this I will be keep on doing, and finally coming to the final row, I will just quickly trace it out how the final row happens. See, B and B matches. Okay, take the diagonal element and add 1 to it. Now B and B again matches, take the diagonal element, add 1 to it, and B and B again matches, take the diagonal element and add 1 to it. Okay, B and A do not match, take this max of this or this. It is 3 anyway, so I will it with 3 only. And B and B matches, what will happen? Take 3 and add 1 to it. Final answer is 4. Okay, so coming to the question again. Finally, we are writing grid of n. N is the length of the string. Okay. In this case, n is 5. So I will return. So whatever is the thing here, you will return the okay last row and last column of it. Okay. Come to last row and return its last column, which is 4 in this case. This is supposed to be my answer. Okay. So yeah, you can. I will run and show you this algorithm. You can check for yourself if it works or not. You can clearly see it's working. Okay. So let us quickly trace it out from our code, right? Let's understand the code first, then and tracing I will show you. Okay. What we are taking is, we are given a string as, right? It's already given to us. We are using as reverse to reverse the string. See, this is how in Python we reverse the string. Okay. We will traverse through it, but we will take the elements in reverse. Okay. This is my as reverse. I will take length of s. See, this as reverse and as they are length is obviously going to be same, right? So as I told you, if my length is going to be 5, so instead of a 5 cross 5 matrix, I will make a 6 cross 6 matrix. Okay, that's why you can see this is the number of columns which is going to be 6 and number of rows which is going to be 6. So it is going to be 6 cross 6 matrix if n is 5. Okay, and the first row and the first column, as I've shown you already. Okay, the first row and the first column, they are all going to be initialized with zeros. Okay, the rest of the things we will calculate it. Basically everything is initialized with 0, but those will remain always 0. The first one, first column, they will always remain 0. Rest of them we will recalculate, right? So that's the idea. I'm using a for loop of, see, based on this you will clearly see the time complexity is going to be of an order, because we are using two for loops here of length n each. Okay, if my ith element and jth element, if they match, so what I will do is I will take its diagonal element, see how which one you are filling, grid of I plus 1 and j plus 1. Okay, we are filling that with grid of I comma j plus 1. Okay, that's what we did here. So if my this and this matches, okay, for this element what I will fill, I will go back to its diagonal element, I will add one to it, and whatever comes I will fill it here. Okay, yeah, if they match, this I will do. Okay, if they do not match, what I will do, I will take the max of two elements. What are those two elements? See, for I plus 1 j plus 1, what I have to take max of ij plus 1 and I plus 1 j. So these are these elements, one element left of it, one element top of it. Okay, for example, this is b and this is a. If they do not match, so for this element what I will do, I will take a max of one element to the left of it, one element to the top of it. I will take max of these two and I will fill it here, whichever is the max. Okay, yeah, I will take max of these two and I will fill it here. Finally I will return the last row to the last column. Okay, grid of n of n. Okay, this is what I will return finally. So this is algorithm find the longest common subsequence, but because we are using the string and its reverse, it will give the longest common subsequence palindromic, which is palindromic. Okay, longest palindromic subsequence. So its time complexity is, as I have told you already, is going to be over n square. And see, you should always see the constraints. Okay, in this case they're given it will be till 1000, so we can take off n square. Okay, it will be fine, it will run fine. And coming to space complexity, we are using a grid here. Okay, so it is of the n plus n cross n plus n. So yeah, time comes usually O of n plus 1. Because 1 is a constant number, so we can remove 1, it will be of the order O of n square, right? It will be O of n plus 1 square. But because 1 is a constant here, that's why it will be of the order O of n square. Both and time and space property are same here. And if you are a beginner, I will advise you to see, once at once you cannot understand these things, right? First, I will advise you to understand what a palindromic sequence is, see some examples in the internet and see this example as well, then try to understand what is the algorithm to find longest subsequence. Okay, longest common subsequence between two strings. Now we have to fuse these two algorithms and finally we are deriving this algorithm. Okay, so for finding a palindromic common longest palindromic subsequence, we have to take the string and its reverse as the two strings, and finally we have to use the longest subsequence algorithm, and we have to return the grid of n of n. Okay, see, this is algorithm, I have not derived it on my own, right? This is a famous algorithm and I'm just using it. Okay, so that was all, friends, for today. If I were not, please do comments below. See, these questions are not going to be, and that is the main sole purpose of doing this video series here. See, even I feel like I'm alone here, and I also feel that I need some company to solve the questions. That's why I solve it along with you, so that you can also solve along with me. And if you have any doubts, we can share it and we can learn from our doubts, right? So that was the main purpose of doing this channel. If you have any doubts, please do comment below. And yeah, friends, thanks a lot for today. Thank you.